Do you know where your food comes from? Is it grown in a farm on the outskirts of your city or flown in from another country? How is food security different from food sovereignty? What happens to the waste that is generated in the process of consumption? And how can cities be planned with a food-sensitive approach? These are some of the questions we ask in Season 4 of Architecture of Center, which has admittedly been a long time in the making. To be honest, this was supposed to go live back in July or August. But I took up a teaching position this semester and underestimated how intensive it was going to be. On the brighter side, being back in academia helped connect a lot of ideas from the podcast to the class and vice versa. We have an incredible group of guests this season, and we hope you will follow along. Here's presenting Season 4 on agriculture, food, and waste. I am Vaissnavi Shukla, and this is Architecture of Center, a podcast where we highlight contemporary discourses that shape the built environment but do not necessarily occupy the center stage in our daily lives. We speak to radical designers, thinkers, and change makers who are deeply engaged in redefining the way we live and interact with the world around us. This season, we speak to artists, scientists, planners, and activists to map some of the contemporary concerns in the food system. You will hear from Mexican artist and architect Adriana David about what exactly food sovereignty and seed sovereignty is.
When you talk about food sovereignty, you get to think about the whole network that collaborated or worked for your food to be on the table. And that food, in that case, you are considering the economical part, you're considering community part, the political part, the healthy part about labor, about health, about land ownership, for example. It's considering a bigger spectrum, of justice and equality in terms of food.
We ask Indian architect Dipanshu Gola how cities like Delhi can make space for cultivable land.
Now, obviously, you don't have enough time to get into farming, but you have a space. So what you do, you kind of employ farmers as a service provider. So they come, they will take care of that farming production, and farmers can literally take out that pressure of managing land, pooling resources. That's, as a consumer, you are providing, and farmer is just coming with their skills.
And speak to designer Rob Nicol about how they convert food waste into products.
So we take industrial food waste, so currently working with McCain, who are one of the largest potato processors globally. I'm sure a lot of the listeners or viewers will know them as being a bag in the bottom of their freezer of chips or waffles or Smileys or something that McCain create. So we take all this waste and we can convert it into sustainable plastics. These plastics so the initial flagship plastic is called Parblex, and this is being used, or we're beginning to explore its use within the fashion industry primarily.
But not without having some fun and exploring the kind of spaces in which a simple act of eating was celebrated in the past. Here's British historian Rory Fraser talking about it.
By and large, follies are about fun. Sometimes they're memorial, sometimes they're very sad. By and large, they're about letting go. They're about having fun. They're about celebrating beautiful things in life. Art forms, gardens, architecture, love, whatever it may be, the imagination, whimsy. And food is one of the things that we tend to love. So good company, conversation, etc. So I don't think it's a coincidence that these buildings that are basically associated with life's good things happen to also be places where we eat a lot.
I hope we have enticed you to join us for this season. A new episode will be out on every alternate Thursday. So we'll be back here in 2 weeks. Special thanks to Ayushi Thakur for the research and design support and Kahan Shah for the background score. You can get in touch with us through Instagram or our website Arc of Center, both of which are ARCHOFFCENTRE. And thank you for listening.